Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Drea with Drea in the Water, and today is a super special day. It is November's new moon, November 23rd. It's the new moon, and not only is it just a new moon, but it is the new moon before the North American Thanksgiving. It is the Sagittarius new moon, which is all about creativity and transformation and becoming. And so I've just been so super excited about this space and this energy and this time in the universe. So I actually took the day off work so that I could be intentional about my actions for today. And so one of the things that I'm going to be doing today is driving out to Braselton, Georgia, to the Infinity Float and Healing Center to have a float therapy session. If you've not heard of float therapy, it is an amazing experience that you must do at some point in your life. I try to have a float therapy session once per quarter. I've not been great about keeping up with my rituals and routines, so I've missed a couple quarters. We're in fourth quarter and I've only gone once, but I am headed there today. Float therapy is an experience where you emerge into a heated water pod. It's a pod that is full of 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, and the salt makes a buoyancy that prevents you from sinking. So you just float. Doesn't matter what size you are, doesn't matter how tall you are, doesn't matter if you're asleep or awake, you're gonna float. You're gonna float. And I do total sensory deprivation. When you go to the pods, especially your first time, you have options. You can keep the pod open. You don't have to close it. You can use a little light if you want light. There's little dim lights that you can have. They will play soft music for you if you want soft music. I like total sensory deprivation. I want it completely dark. I mean, you've not seen dark until you're in one of these pods. I don't want any music. I want to be alone with myself and my subconscious in this floating experience. It is like, some people describe it as like yoga for your brain because it does stretch you. Now, I want you to know that I am claustrophobic. And the thought, the thought of being in one of these pods freaked me out in the beginning. But once you get there, you're totally comfortable. As a matter of fact, once you close your eyes and submit, because this is an experience of submission. And once you submit to the experience, it's actually the opposite feeling. You don't really feel closed in. You feel like you're a part of this expanded. It's hard to explain. Like, you don't feel the limits of the pod once you submit. It's amazing. So I decided to take you with me. Again, this is something that I like to do during the new moon or the full moon. And so since this Sagittarius new moon is all about creativity, pushing the boundaries, being limitless, I wanted to use this as an experience for manifestation. I've been doing a lot of work over the last few weeks to really connect quickly to my future self, to connect to the version of me that is more successful, the version of me that has more happiness, that has more of the life that I want to live. And I don't want to take forever to do that. So I'm kind of quantum leaping with this intentional reinvention. And I am purposely using the moon phases, the new moon, the full moon, as reminders to be intentional. So a few weeks ago, I did a visualization to kick off this reinvention journey. If you have not seen that video, it's in part of my channel. I'll list the video link in the description. But I did a visualization, and when I came to, after seeing the future version of myself, I realized one thing loud and clear. She is the more successful version of me. She is principled, she is disciplined, and she is consistent. And I have, in the past, I've gotten better, but in the past, I have operated based on kind of feeling, right? I have not been as consistent as I needed to be. I've been inspired and I take inspired action, which is important, but I also need to have routines and rituals. Successful people have routines and rituals. And so I'm planning to make float therapy a consistent part of my ritual, along with some other things. But since this is what I'm taking part in today, I just decided to bring you with me. So come along with me. We're going to drive out to Braselton, Georgia. Okay, so last night when I put the address in Waze, it said that it was about 16 minutes away from my new address. You know, I just recently moved. So I'm like, okay, I'll leave at 10:30. My appointment's at 11. I'll have plenty of time. I get in the car at 10:30 and Waze is now telling me that it's 34 minutes. It's a 34-minute drive and I still have to stop for gas. So I'm running late. Needless to say, this is not the way that I wanted to start this experience, but I have learned that in the end, everything always works out. So I am driving to my appointment now. We'll see what time I get there. Don't tell my mama. But somehow I managed to be pulling up in here at 11 o'clock on the dot. I guess I should extend a warm thank you to all of the drivers who understood the assignment and got the heck up out the way so that I could have the fast lane. Now let me go and have my spiritual experience. The Infinity Float and Healing Center is one of my favorite places for floating, but they offer other therapies like an oxygen bar and also some cryotherapies as well. I like that it's really clean in here. When you come in, you're expected to take a shower to remove excess oils and lotions and things like that before getting into the pod. Here's the pod. This is what I'm going to be submerged in. I put my little Fashion Nova bathing suit on and wrapped my hair up in a swim cap because I was not trying to get the locks wet, and then opened up the pod and got ready to partake. Here's a close-up look of the inside of the float pod. Here you're able to keep this blue light on if you like, so that you can have a little bit of light. But as I mentioned, I prefer total sensory deprivation. So I'm going to turn off the light, and I don't want any music or anything either. I spent a full hour in the pod. I did have to open it at some point to get my phone out because I forgot to turn the notifications off and people were blowing me up, and that was totally throwing me off. The hardest part of this whole ordeal is getting the salt off after you get out of the pod. I mean, they give you everything that you need to wash off, but as much as you wash, you will still find sand for a while. Okay, I had planned on going to the store when I finished my float, but as you see, I have salt all over me, and I took a shower, but yeah, I have salt all over me, like on my hands, on my legs, on my face. So I need to go home and take a shower, and I think I'm gonna stop maybe at a park first and just journal, but I don't want to scare anyone with all of this salt on my face. So I'm gonna stop for a moment. It's a pretty day, it's really sunny. So I'm going to journal a little bit so I can catch the vibe and capture what's still in my spirit after completing the soak. Amazing experience. The type of journaling that I like to do after a meditation or after a float experience is called automatic writing. And automatic writing is when in a semi-conscious or recently conscious state, you simply put pen to paper and without thought allow words to be produced. Some people feel like this is like a psychic ability. Others feel like this is a tool that you can use to allow your spirit guides or your loved ones to communicate with you. I don't know. What I know is that after a meditation, when I participate in an automatic writing journaling session, there are always things that I write that maybe I don't understand right at the moment, but eventually it comes together. And in this session today, most of what I was writing didn't really make sense, but there were words in there and there were phrases that really confirmed this journey that I'm on and some things that I've been thinking a lot about lately. Listen, I wish you could have seen me strutting through the store today. I had to go to a couple of stores. I had to get a couple of things. We don't do a whole lot for this holiday. I've got my thoughts and opinions about the day. But it is a season that you are reminded to be grateful and you can spend time with friends and family. So that's where we are with it. But I was feeling so good walking through these stores today. Now, as you see, I have not washed my hair yet. This is all salt. This is salt that's in my hair. But washing my hair is a production. It's an affair. And I had not planned on doing it. That's why I brought the little swimming cap and everything. So I thought I was going to be good. I know I have to take care of this. I was just hoping that when I was walking through the store, people thought it was gray hair. Right? Just matching the little gray hairs that I have up here. But unfortunately, it's falling, it's salt particles. So it's all on my shirt. And so I'm going to go and wash my hair. I'm not going to get in the bed with all of this salt in my hair. So I'll be up for a little while. But I hope that you enjoyed spending the new moon with me. And I hope that you have some new moon activities for yourself planned. Let me know what they are. Leave me a message in comments. Let me know what you've done, what you're doing. Remember, the 2 days before and the 2 days after the full moon are prime times to bask in that energy, be creative, set your intentions, manifest the life of your dreams. You can do it, but it takes time, it takes practice, it takes intention, it's consistency and discipline. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share. Who needs to see this, right? Subscribe, and then come back again for the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.